quick stream today, but I did want to get some action in with this deck list. So I think last weekend, Magic Online user X Dingus Khan won one of the challenges with this main deck. I've changed the sideboard a little bit. I'll get to that. I wanted to try this list out because I think this list solves a decent number of the issues I had with the One Ring in Goblins. And that the deck has finally cut Muxus, which I think it should have been doing in the first place. Because the Muxus hits in that deck are absolutely garbage. Now, this deck does have some issues with the fact that it's very threat light. Has a lot of air. Has a lot of cards that generate card advantage, but not that many cards that actually do something. So, like, really, like, if we're being a little bit narrow about what doing something counts as, it has 12 cards that do anything. And then the rest of the deck is, like, cards that draw cards and cards that make mana. Fable is sort of in between, where, like, it does draw cards and it makes mana, and then it usually does something. Usually counts as doing something, but not always. So this is kind of... Oh, I did make one change. I cut the Sokanzan for a third Shadow Skull Smashing because this deck is actually a little bit light on red cards for Chromox. Because you've got Lotus Petals. So this deck does have 12 pieces of fast mana, which is an absolute ton. So this is kind of initiative. I'm a little... So I have played a league with this. I went 4-1. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. I did dislike the sideboard. Changes I made. It had a 3 Hearse to Fairy Macabre. I think Fairy Macabre sucks. It doesn't do what you want it to do. So I like Lay on the Void way more. I had 2 Meltdowns. I swapped them for Bifrost because this is a Chalice deck, and you want Meltdowns in a lot of Chalice matchups. And I think that's a pretty significant conflict there. Also, Chromox is also another consideration. So Bifrost, this deck makes a lot of colorless mana very easily. So I feel like you can get X pretty high, pretty early. There was 2 Sting Scourgers. I swapped 1 Sting Scourger for a Dead Gone because I felt like I was a little short on cheap removal with only 2 Pyrokinesis. And then Sting Scourger doesn't really have that many synergies going on. So, like, it's not even appreciably better than Dead Gone other than the fact that you can Cavern it. And, like, yeah, you could throw it with Bombardiers. You can pay Echo, I guess. You can copy it with Fable if you have Kiki active. But these are, like, relatively small things. So I wanted to do the 1-1 split. The encounterable thing can matter. So let's run this league here and see how it goes. So, here we are, playing quick. All right, 61 cards. This hand is all mana. I do not think I'm allowed to keep it. All right, seems pretty good. So 61 cards is like Oops All Spells, Green-White Depths, Vile Goblins. That's basically it. So I think I can put back the Cavern. If it's a blue deck, I'll be really sad. But this deck doesn't really play around Force of Will anyway, so maybe I'm supposed to get rid of Den. Okay. All right, I think we're gonna blow up this Reclaimer. Ooh, Chromox is really well. So I could imprint the Rebel Master. Seems not great. Well, that's insane. All right. Just get lucky. Your move, opponent. So, talking about why I like this deck list, other than the no Muxus thing, you no longer have bad Muxuses in your deck. It's the appeal of it, I think, is that it dodges a lot of the conventional Goblin hate because cares about Hydroblast less, cares about Dress Down a lot less, cares about Doorkeeper Thrall almost not at all. Oh, that's really bad for me. Just natural Tabby. Now I lose my whole board. All right, well, that sucks. Should have used Crow Box, I guess. Wow. All right, that's pretty nasty. Rebel Master's not a bad draw. Draw another Soul Land. Get going. Well, never mind. Ancient Tomb. That's Spirit Guide. All right. So any land or spell, actually. Well, oh no, I shouldn't say that. We're gonna draw the One Ring or fucking. Second Chrome Mox. All right, Loam is not good for me. Basic Mountain. I like Basic Mountain. Basic Mountain is my friend. All right. So opponent has Wasteland. Hope they don't have Dark Depths. Bog. Mill the Needle. Kind of surprised they dredged Loam there, actually. I mean, if this is their game plan, this is not really going to work. They're just going to die to their Rebel Master if they are only doing this every turn. Yeah. So we just pay for these two, make a new guy, hit for 6. Petal's actually decent. I don't know if it changes the clock, though. So if we pay for all 3, then this will be 5. Oh, wow, it actually does change the clock. Petal was actually like one of my better draws, which is kind of funny. Opponent, I do have Basic Mountains. All right. Nice Tabernacle. All right, so this is lands. Lands with Reclaimer. I like these 5. I don't think I need the ley lines. I think chalices are pretty good against this version of lands. Fast mana is good. One ring is kind of... I think it's good. Is it better than Rabble Master? It might be better than Rabble Master. Rabble Master was really good that game, though. But I am on the draw now, so it's going to be a lot worse. I have a bit more of a prison-y style. Shave a petal. Sure. Shaving petal might be wrong, but I think a real concern with this deck. I probably need to bring in Biforce for Pithy Needle, huh? I'll cut out a chalice. Needle could be a real problem. Plus, this like blows up constructs and Shadow Spear and stuff, which is also a pretty considerable thing. It's possible that Fable is too dirtily for how I want to play this matchup. I want to be pretty fast, but at the same time, I'm trying to take a more prison role, which the deck is better set up for now. So I feel like I can see both sides of it. Yeah, so we've got 2 answers to Merit Lage. We got Blood Moon. Hearse is our 1 piece of Graveyard Hate, which I think is fine. You generally don't have to care about the loam stuff in this matchup because the deck is so fast. I think I'm going to keep it. These Chromoxes look fucking terrible, but Ancient Tomb, Ring, I guess. Hope that's good. If we draw any red card, I could turn 1 Ring if I want. I don't know if I want to do that. All right, bounce on 5. 3 soul lands is pretty nice against lands. Oh. How come the bot isn't working? I don't know. That says like my record. Worked last time. Chalice is quite good. Because if they don't want to crop rot away a Yavimaya. They're probably going to wasteland me. Yep. Okay. All right, I guess I'll just take this turn to play out my mana artifacts. the sphere in play, it's not free to wasteland me. Yeah, wasteland, and now you're stuck under your own spear. Force of Vigor would be kind of annoying. We'd still beat it though. Unless they force both of these. Really? Okay. Sure. Red card? All right. All right. With great effort, we have put One Ring in play. Opponent might just concede to that. Yeah, they can't draw Pithing Needle because the Chalice one. If they went Saga this turn, it's still going to be too late. Okay. We have drawn kinda nothing. Thindri, thanks for the follow. Do I play Den? Probably not. Maze. I do need to kill my opponent. That's a good start. Oh, I should have tapped the ring in response to the ability, huh? Okay. Wow, we drew a lot of cards and none of them did anything. Yeah. Yeah, I got the treasure token through Maze of Ith, yes. Because it triggers on the attack. I think I'm going to play Den here. So we'll take 3, and then we'll probably play the One Ring. All right, that Loam is very far from mattering. All right, so go to 10. Dead Gone's nice insurance. Tap the ring. Wow, still nothing. Discard these Muxus. Still nothing. This is kind of what I'm talking about. But like my opponent probably thinks they are way more dead than they actually are. Like I think I'm gonna win. It's just like it takes forever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a lot of mana. I could activate Den this turn. It's probably the time to do it. How bad is it to take more damage off the ring? It's not that bad. I'll draw 5 next turn. I just won't tap Ancient Tomb for Ancient Tomb this turn. And yeah, discard a bunch of stuff to hand size. So we go to 6, play another ring. Well, go to 6, draw 5. Just looking for Bombardiers. We've gone 30 cards deep and we haven't found one, so. There we go. All right. Should be able to win this turn. All right. We needed to draw like 500 extra cards to win, but we did it. It's a lot of, maybe it's just the with the ring, it's like you win with so many cards in hand. I can't help but feel like it's wasted material. Yeah, we had lethal that turn. And if I didn't have lethal, I would just play a new ring and then sack the old one. Because if we didn't find Bombardiers, then I'd play the ring, and then on their end of turn, Kiki copy Kiki as much mana as I had left over. And then just have like a bunch of 2/2s. All right. It sounds all right. Turn Battlecry off Cavern. Turn 2 Battlecry activate with City. That's pretty good. Shatter Skull Smashing. So like, I'm really glad this Shatter Skull is not a Sokensan. It'd be like much, much worse. Like, honestly, I think that alone would turn this hand from a keep to a mulligan. Which kind of shows how much the little stuff like that can matter. Because like, turns a hand that would be a mulligan into a keep, and so if we mulligan and then we got an unplayable 6, then we're on 5, and like, you know, you lose because you mulled a 5. Like, really small elements of deck building there can stack up in a very tangible way. Okay. So this is green-white depths or cradle control. Maverick, I guess. Not too many decks play Once Upon a Time in Legacy. All right, green-white depths. Thoughtseize? No way. Okay. Oh, wow. I guess it has to be Maverick, but with flagstones. Bombardiers, you say? That's pretty good. Shatterskull might be valuable as a removal spell. Given the matchup. So maybe second battle cry is actually what goes here. Yeah, I think that changes the calculus. Yeah, I think the little details of deck building matter quite a lot. Okay. Second broadside is pretty good. So this could be Bowmasters. My opponent did fetch out Bayou. Or no, they led on Bayou, right? Oh no, they fetched out Bayou. Okay. So I think Bowmasters is actually quite likely. So what's the best play around Bowmasters? How do I learn to think critically about deck building? That's a good question. I think it involves you have to think about, or you look at your matches a lot. I think is you if you can rewatch your matches, you can really start to pick apart like what went wrong and what went right, and like think about what little bits of information communicate what to each player. And what this allows you to do is then be critical about like, well, this card would have been better. A really like concrete way to do it is if you're doing testing, and you want to test like, okay, I'm playing 3 copies of this and 1 copy of this versus the 4th copy of the one thing, if that makes sense. You can play with your 4 ofs, but then have the 4th copy be something like a different art, like an alternate art, or something along those lines, so that when you draw it, you can think like, well, if it was this singleton that I was considering playing, would it be better in this situation? And you can kind of evaluate it in the moment. That can be a nice way to be mindful. Knight? Grist. Okay. Millenite. I think I just Ravel Master here, because if I go Ravel Master, make a token, activate, I get a token. So if they have a second plow, it's like kind of a bummer, but like I would rather the Ravel Master get plowed than Bomba. Also, watching old tournament coverage can be good for developing critical thinking for deck building. Yeah, okay, so opponent didn't have the stop set, so put this through. It's still not going to reach the token threshold, so we can just attack. So we put Grist to 1. We can Shatter Skull for 3 if we so desire. So it's Planeswalkers, right? Yeah. So the Flagstone says opponent probably has Reclaimer in the deck. Wow, milling a Zenith sucks for opponent. Yeah, I think you know, if you have personal experience, it lets things come a little more easily, right? So yeah, like if you have a deck that you like and then you practice with that deck a little bit, and then you start kind of looking how other people treat the deck, that can help you understand what to change or what you might want to consider changing. Opponent's casting a Green Sun, I guess. Green Sun for 3. So Knight is crucially a 3/3, so we could just kill a Knight. You know, if you want, you know, something like from me for goblins, you can look at the Patreon. There's some non-paywalled articles there about like little deck building concerns. You can filter by the stuff that's public, and that might be a good place to start. All right, Green Sun for 3. What do you get? Knight. Okay. Den and City are not best friends. Yeah, let's just cast this for 3. And I don't want to blow up my own city here because I want to be able to go Battlecry activate next turn. Or Bombardier activate, rather. Alright, so opponent has no cards. This Grist, they could sack the bird to kill the Battlecry, but then... I mean, that if they knew my hand, that might actually be the play. Mill Arbor, okay. Fable. I think I actually like Fable here. I'm trying to just drain their potential for answers before exposing the Bombardier. It's not like the Grist is really doing anything. And plus, the Fable is better over time. Longer Fable is here, the better it gets. Here's Bowmaster. Okay. That's kind of annoying because of the rummage. Yeah, they get a double block. Lose my... Yeah, that was a really good draw. Oh, they let the Grist go. Okay. I guess they don't want to lose the Bowmaster because of the Fable. I mean, my hand is fine. So I'm fine with it. Fiend Artisan. 5/5. Okay. Okay. Kind of want to draw. Best draw here might be like Sticker Goblin. One ring. Okay. That ain't bad either. But this can get up more. It's a little awkward. All right, I'm in a weird spot now. Because if I attack with both, they can just double block. I guess I can leave them nothing but the Artisan. And then it's a 7/7 Artisan versus a ring and a Kiki. Other option would be to Bombardier birds and they block. I guess I just Bombardier birds. But then I don't kill the Bowmaster. Yeah, okay. I do lose my 2/2 here, but Trash Master is okay. All right, I drew another city, so I'll play Den. Trash Master's good, and it's usually good to have around. I've been preferring a second Mass Vandal because it's so good against the Beans decks. Okay. So they probably get a Bowmasters here. Or they might get Oof. That would also suck. I think I lose now. Yeah. Yeah, Oof is like so freaking good against this deck. I needed them to not draw a creature that turn. So it needs to draw another Bombardiers. More Reclaimers. That's a good draw. So can I go for 4? I can't. That's annoying. All right. So I'm gonna So I can play this Rebel Master, activate, copy it, attack. Not that much damage, though. They don't have to block, and then I have to jump with my Rebel Master. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to second main. And then I'm going to be able to activate end step when they don't expect me to. See, Jack, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, they drew a blank. So if they attack here, I just take it. Take 9, go to 4, and go to 2. But then I should be able to kill with a triple Rebel Master. Plus Den, probably. Yeah. Alright, so take 9. Battle Cries, probably what I'm looking for. Picking last cards, Volgoblin's gonna be fun. Oh yeah. Yeah, Volgoblins is a great between point. It is neither fair deck nor is it combo. Okay, so we have lethal a lot of ways, but so copy here. Beginning of combat. Make 3 tokens. Activate Battlecry. Alright. Almost got pinned under that. If the Shatter Skull was really good that game. Really damn good. Do I want Sting Scourger? Do I want Hearse? Hearse is okay for Knight, Reclaimer, and Artisan. Keep stuff in killing range. Do I want Sting Scourger? This does increase my exposure to Collector Roof, which is not great. Do I want Chalices? I don't think so, especially not really on the draw. Do I want Bloodmoon? Bloodmoon's pretty good against these decks, I think. Just one though. Don't I'll be happy to draw it, but I'm not. It doesn't have to be my whole plan. I think this is fine. So yeah, Thranny Wheel, if you're interested in Vile Goblins, definitely check out the Patreon. Patreon's got a lot of stuff on there. I've just got a sideboard guide updated on there. There's just I write a ton about Vile Goblins, so I am working. Well, I had been working on a primer, and this is something actually I wanted to announce, so good to bring it up. I had been working on re-editing the old primer, but I decided to actually put that on pause because Modern Horizons 3 is coming out, and it just seems kind of silly to rewrite a primer when the whole format's going to get flipped upside down probably. So seems kind of like a waste of time to do it before Modern Horizons comes out and the metagame shakes out. I'm gonna like edit some things and like get it ready to be quickly done. But all right, this hand kind of sicko. Usually against Maverick decks, if you like kill a Mana Dork and then Blood Moon them, they have a very hard time recovering. Let's see. All right. Wow, that's a lot of choices. Okay, I think drawing Battle Cry, I'm actually just going to push damage this turn, and we'll Blood Moon next turn. Turn 1, hit you for 9. I really want to draw a red card next turn. Like, I could have gone turn 1 Blood Moon plus Pyrokinesis there, but that seems like a little bit spewy. Hey, Samantha. How do I feel about the flavor of Goblin's Percent? I guess, it's like the alternate Lord of the Rings universe where Gollum gets caught by the goblins in the cave. Oh wow, just top tick city. Okay. Oh man. Messed up Loring's goblins and artifacts that have any goblins. When Bowmaster wasn't like picked up immediately in Legacy, Mori Marauder was Legacy playable for a hot minute there. That card felt like a Goblin Dreadhorde Arcanist, kind of. It drew a lot of cards. It was pretty sweet. But then Bowmaster was like, haha, not allowed. Man, I really don't know which is the better line here. It feels unlikely that my opponent won't have a plow, so I probably shouldn't do the Chromox thing. Yeah, okay. I could Kinesis right there. Do I Kinesis now? Put my opponent back to nothing? I think I can just sit on it. Like, I mean, if they play a knight, maybe it's bad. 4/4 knight. But if they do like anything else, they got the force. All right. Maybe if I just played the Blood Moon, they just die. But I got a little baited. Still not drawing red cards. It's kind of bad for me. Like, I can Blood Moon now, but Blood Moon does a lot less when they have a basic forest and a dork. So I think I just kill the knight. Like, they're at 4. Once they're at this low, you can just top deck Bombardiers at any point and win the game. But yeah, I think I could have just stuck to the one game plan. Like, they're gonna Greenstone again. Like, I could have just played the Blood Moon. They just would have lost. So it goes. Still don't mind our chances. A little bit awkward that I can't play City and then activate Den. I just printed the sheets out. Ooh, hello. All right. Hopefully they don't have a third Zenith. All right, red card, red card, red card. Basic Mountain also works if they don't wasteland me. Come on. How does name sticker work in paper? I need to create a command that explains how it works because I'm getting asked that like every single stream. Whoa. Am I just dead? I guess I am. I didn't see the Dark Depths thing come. I guess that sort of explains the random reclaimers. I could draw Dead Gone. Yeah, there's a good infographic. So in the Goblins Discord, there's an infographic on stinkers that explains it quite well. But other than that, red card, red card. Fuck. Oh man. Yeah, Oof and Nullrod fucked this deck up so much. It's part of why I do not like this version. All right. Could have played this quite differently, though, to be fair. All right, Blood Moon Sting Scourger looking a lot better. If that's how they want to play it. I'm gonna cut a Lotus Petal. And cut 2 Lotus Petals. Or maybe Chromox is worse. I'm on the play, though. Yeah, so it could have gone just sticker. So what I would have had to do would just be turn 1 sticker plus Blood Moon, Pyrokinesis, Pitch Battlecry. Which is like not really what you want to do. Have no threat. Gives them a lot of time to wriggle out of the Blood Moon. I don't think I played great, but I don't think I played terrible. Natural Oof was rough. The other thing I could have done would be Pyrokinesis, the Arbor plus Bird. I think I would have lost to the Oof eventually. But I don't know, I got them pretty low, so maybe they would have to block with it. It's sort of embarrassing that I had Pyrokinesis in my hand the whole time, never got to use it. Alright. Turn 1 Bombardiers to 2 Bombardiers. Maybe we just top deck the Ring. Ring, Blood Moon, Dead Gone, like just need to draw not mana sources. This deck is like really heavy on mana sources. This pause is making me wonder if my opponent has Force of Despair. Be kind of no way. There's enough black cards to support it though. It's like Artisan and Bowmaster. Maybe they have it. But they're going to force Vigor my Chromox. That would kind of suck. That would suck a lot. Dark Depths. Okay. If they're wastelanding me, they're definitely going to blow up my Chromox in my upkeep. That's like definitely what's happening. Come on. We know what's happening here. Shin inadvertently makes these cities really bad. But at least I have 2 of them. Yep. Pretty perfect draw there. I guess basic mountain is better, but well, they are very behind in the damage race now. I think my best draw is a Fable. Rabblemaster's pretty good too. Two pretty good back-to-back draw steps there. Red Source into Rabblemaster. So they got to think about what they want to plow here. Looks like they're going after Rabblemaster. It's a little surprising. I would think Bombardiers is the threat. They don't know I have a second one. Bombardiers is a lot worse when you kill everything else, though. I think opponents played this match quite well, I will say. They've gotten kind of punished by their Wasteland Force of Vigor line, but like I think a lot of goblins' hands would have gotten bricked by that. They could, if they have 2 plows, then plowing the Rabblemaster there makes sense. Dork. Depths. Alright. Don't think playing out the tomb does anything. If they have natural stage. If they have natural stage, they're still dead. Okay. They would actually be Xaxes. Reclaimer. Okay. Green Sun. Yeah, okay. I need to draw like a lotus petal. Man. Okay, I can do... I can do this. I can attack, sack Den to Bombardiers, kill Reclaimer. They have 2 cards in the graveyard. They can't get... I can't think of a way they can get rid of a card here. Or put a land in the graveyard, rather. So this should be lethal. Nice. All right, that was a pretty sweet way to close it out. God, I'm pretty happy with that. Game 2 was a bit, but Bombardiers is a little worse in this deck, I guess, because you don't have Matron and Ringleader as additional fodder and like Prospector. You have less creatures that are like just free to throw a lot of the time. You've got Petals, but those aren't, you know, generating value. All right. Oh, it's Niv. This hand plays a ring on turn 2. I I'm going to hope that's good enough. Battle cry. So the really like all-in thing would be turn 1 battle cry off of City Spirit Guide, turn 2 second city ring. I'm gonna run really hard into turn 2 Beanstalk plus Force of Will. Is I think what's going to happen. I think I can't afford the city thing. Maybe I do though. Ugh. I kind of have to do something this turn, I think. I think I'm going to do it. This is either Triome or Plow My Guy. All right. Okay. Okay, no turn 2 Beanstalk. Second ring is not bad. Though I'm like, I don't know. Pretty. Okay, drew a card. That's cool. Okay. Kind of need to dodge Leyline Binding. If it's Beans... Oh, shit. All right. Slowly build up to the second one. Having to pop 2 cities early is really rough for me, but I think that's what I wanted to do. I don't know. Getting Lorien revealed is kind of terrifying. I think I lose. I think my gambit lost. He escapes Uro. Or just hard class Lorien revealed, probably. No. Okay. Chalice showed up a little bit late there. Just sort of the problem with Chalice. All right, so 4 cards. We know one of them is Lorien Revealed. I think I'm very dead this game. Oh yeah, extremely dead. He's gonna draw 6 cards this turn. He passes a Forcible up. All right, well, you can go through the motions, but very dead. Battlecry double activate is not nearly enough to matter, so we'll just get Force of Will and concede. All right, well. All right, I need to trim on the fast mana a little bit because deck has no threats in it. I just got 3 petals. This hand's kind of slow, but has a lot of the good cards. So go Den into Cavern into Ancient Tomb. And we can go Battlecry activate if that's better. It's like if my first Battlecry lives. Okay. No Beanstalk. I'm gonna get while the getting's good here. Plays around, dress down and such. Yeah. All right. Pretty happy with that. Okay. Card on top. Okay. Unless he's got a Solitude, he's taking a lot of damage this turn. Now, this is sort of the problem. The ring is now more or less locked in my hand because it 5,000% gets Force of Willed. A little awkward. I guess I could Chromox. If I can triple activate, is this lethal? That's and if I get to do it at the right time, so I get to activate once. Make 2 1/1s, attack, activate 2 more times. So that's 10 plus 6. That is lethal. All right, Battlecry Goblin. Let's go. All right. That's pretty sick. I mean, I think that sort of shows the dynamic of the matchup, though, is like uncounterable spells, and then you just like stop casting stuff once Beanstalk is in play, as long as you can help it. So I want Petals on the draw. Not really. Sounds kind of slow, but surely these One Rings will do something. Okay. Mill land. No Beanstalk. Oh, there's a Blood Moon. That's pretty good. Okay, I think Name Sticker is not going to do anything. So I think yeah, I'm going to imprint Name Sticker, and then I'm going to go Cavern Rabblemaster. See if that... I'm trying to eat a Hydroblast. Also, this play means that this might not be able to get a basic. Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted to happen. All right. Ooh, Triumph. No, okay. Can they cast Leyline Binding? No. That's a pretty desperate dress down. Found the blast. No? Okay. Getting an island. Ooh, it has the plains. Okay. Chalice was a good draw. Hey, Jared. Server's lagging out a little bit here. So we're in game 3 against 4-color control. All right, got the match. Yeah, once the Chalice and the Moon are down, it's really hard for 4-color control to win. Because now Hydroblast is cut off. All right. So game 1, the ring was really bad. But then post-board, you know, my opponent had Hydroblast dress down, Thrall. But then I get my draw 3 through that. It does seem like Moon is doing the heavy lifting at this moment, but... All right, we're 3-0. I'm running to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. So to elaborate on something in that game, when I played the Rabble Master, and I said I was trying to pull out a Hydro Blast, the way I was trying to do that was by playing the Cavern. I'm trying to sell to my opponent the idea that Hydro Blast's counter mode is not going to become relevant. So therefore, the time to use it is then. That'll be the best it gets. Obviously, Blood Moon is not like an unknown card in the matchup, but could have forgotten about it, and also just might have been able to say that I don't have it. Might have thought that I didn't have it. So that's the thinking, is like the Cavern is sort of misdirection. If on the flip side, if my hand was like just colorless rings or whatever, just non-hydroblastable stuff, I would have not played the Cavern, I think, to try to get the Rabble Master to Force of Will. Mono red D&T. I would not call this mono red D&T. It has almost nothing in common with D&T, in fact. Let's chill a little bit with the emote spam. Boros, Yorion Valcom's Recruiter. Recruiter is hella banned, unfortunately. Well, maybe fortunately. I have played a Yorion Goblins. It is fun. It's kind of it's a meme. It's a huge meme, but all right, 2 matches to go. Hopefully won't be too long. Thanks, Oloro. Appreciate the well wishes. So I guess we have sort of seen the strengths and weaknesses in this league of having this sort of split game plan, right? Where we do become exposed to cards that we otherwise normally don't care about at all, like Bowmaster and Oof. Oof's okay, like okay against regular Turbo Muxus. But it's a lot better versus this version. But on the flip side, you know, the beatdown plan is still here, so like your opponent can't overly rely on them. Hey, pal. Yeah, next stream will definitely be Vile. Best City Atrium, Video Traders H2 deck right now. Yeah, it's goblins. Yeah. Second best is probably Moonstompy. The problem with like the other Ancient Tomb decks is that all the other Ancient Tomb decks are, well, okay, actually, eight cast is probably the second best, or like the Patchwork Stompy deck, whatever you want to call it, eight cast cousin. All the other Stompy decks typically are quite weak against Muxus, so they get kind of pinched out of the meta that way. All right. This name sticker doesn't have that much to do. Like if I knew I was gonna roll 5, then I could go turn 1 name sticker Bombardier's Chalice, which would be obviously really good. Do I take that risk? Because if I roll a 4, you know, it's really not that bad. Then I just play Chalice, and then I just have a 2/2 in play. I think that's actually fine. But hopefully we roll a 5. Okay, we rolled a 6. I could go Chalice on 1 and Chalice on 2. I think that seems kind of bad in the blind. I could Chalice on 0. I do have 8 0 drops in my deck. Not that I want to draw any of them. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait to see the matchup. Here's where my opponent goes LED, LED. The reason I want to hold it is there is like a non-zero chance that I want to put a Chalice on 2. I guess it's 2 turns away. Yeah. Okay, I should have played the Chalice on 0. I should have done it. It cuts off all the, like the worst case things that could happen to me. It's better if it's against both combo and Stompy. It's worse against control. And maybe it is just control. Yeah, it's just control, I think. Okay, definitely a mistake. Potentially a game-losing mistake, depending on what my opponent's hand is. Opponent's thinking about a scoop. They're either thinking about a scoop or they're thinking about killing me. Go to discard. It's oh, it's Dredge. Oh, Rabble Master is a really fucking good draw. All right, let's just play this. Stop LED. I think we just throw the name sticker for 5. Seems hard to get out of this one. Rabble Master was like perfect draw. Okay, so it's this like turbo Dredge thing, right? Hello, Leyline of the Void. Okay, so Pyrokinesis is normally very good against Dredge because Goblins has a bunch of sacrifice outlets. This deck does not have those things. So do I not board it in? Yeah, if you have the core of the Stompy Shell, Turbo Muxus is I think the best one to be playing. I think Pyrokinesis should come in. I can still blow stuff up on my turn. I think Fable is going to be really slow. The ring is... cut to 2 of them, and we'll trim a petal. That's a lot of... What am my red card count at? $25. Okay. Playable hand that also has a leyline in it. Old Border leyline looks pretty sick. Yeah, so like Spirit Guide to put us a turn ahead would be nice. Petal would be alright. Keep. So probably go turn 2 Sticker plus Rabblemaster. Chalice for the bounce spells would also be good. Battlecry is pretty good too. No! Well, that's rude. How dare they have the answer? So now the plan is probably... Well, okay. The plan might change. They probably hit Name Sticker Goblin. In which case, I probably want to play... No, they named Chalice. All right. That's interesting. Thoughtseize Bug. Stay winning. Opponent concedes. That is classic Magic Online experience. Cabal Therapy, the card you can't beat. Top deck that card. just put it right there. All right, we're 4-0. Kind of got a freebie there, I feel like. Yeah. Therapy Force, Opponent Draws Force, yeah. I feel like Fable has been a little slightly underwhelming. This deck has so much air that you kind of need to play it probably. But I wonder if Fable's better as Matron. In this deck. Just to have more like actual threat access. I have killed a couple people with double Kiki though. Maybe it's fine. So we put against... If Fable does everything, but it does it quite slowly, is my issue. This deck is just in general a lot slower at like actually winning the game. All right, well, this is a good test for Fable. Turn 1 Fable, turn 2 Fable, turn 3 Fable. I like this hand a lot. I mean, I guess if these were 3 matrons, I guess matron without Muxus is a lot worse. But I mean, turn 1 matron for name sticker would be pretty good. Oh, please cast Chalice on 1. Yeah. Okay. So this could be the mirror. This could be... Okay, it looks like the mirror. Pop City Pass. That's shocking. Okay, we'll definitely rummage away this. Probably the other mountain as well. Okay. I'll hold the Chalice to rummage. I could put Chalice on 0. But opponent clearly doesn't have much. Ooh, broadside is good. So yes, this. Don't need the 3rd Fable, I think. Are they dead? If we go... This... Activate... 1 red source short. Discarding the mountain kind of hurts then. GG's Niv. Nice to play against you. It's been a while. What do I want to do here? Because I'm like, the timing on this is a little awkward. I'd like to go Battlecry, activate. Then I have colorless left over. I can Reflection, copy Battlecry, swing. Okay, this is actually good. That 4-color control deck you're playing, I think, is really good. I've been playing it as well and kind of crushing people. I think I got pretty lucky that game 3 that you never had a Force of Will. Five lands? Oh, jeez. All right. Yeah. So this is 12 plus 2 times plus 6. Yeah, they're dead. Server is struggling today. All right, opponent's dead. Yeah, I am also not in love with the current state of Legacy. I'm with you there. We'll see what happens with Modern Horizons 3, right? Do I want Biforce? I don't really know what my opponent's doing. Like, they could be regular Turbo Muxus, but the fact that they went City Chalice, Mountain Breaking City Pass, Ancient Tomb Pass. Like, that could be a really bad Turbo Muxus hand. It could be a bad Moonstompy hand. If it's Moonstompy, then I do want the Biforce. I'll do this. There's a very low cost of having it, I think. Okay, this hand is probably very good. Okay, it's the mirror. Okay. So, how do I want to play this? Do I want to turn one? I think I turn one sticker Bombardier the Bombardier and then play ring next turn. I don't think turn one ring seems that good. Imprinting Battlecry makes me a little sad, but I want to keep both Bombardiers, I think. Big thing in Bombardier mirrors is you generally want to play yours second. Spirit Guide, Ringleader. Okay, I guess we're both doing the same exact thing. So I think this is going to come down to who draws a Pyrokinesis first. Next turn, I can Bombardier attack, and I actually do have lethal on the table. Sticker. That's annoying. That just lethal? I believe it is just lethal. So we throw ring, throw Bomba. Yeah. All right. Got the 5-0. I am somehow very whelmed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm whelmed. That's the most whelmed I've ever been about a 5-0. Yeah. Yeah, this is my loss with this build. It's against Ruby Storm. I'm just... I don't know. It just doesn't feel... Like, the ring feels... Honestly... I wonder if it's a sideboard card. I wonder if it's a sideboard card for regular Turbo Muxus. Yeah, I got my content account, which is a little sad because now I have all these chests that I can't do anything with. I have 44 chests that just live there now. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the no. I can't trade them as part of the. It's how the deal works. Um, I think this deck exploits. Oops. Uh, this deck exploits how people are conditioned to play against Turbo Muxus. And I think it's taking like real advantage of that. But in a vacuum, it's worse because you're actually worse against a wider selection of cards. But Turbo Muxus is so popular that people are like packing a lot of narrow cards to beat the deck, and then this deck comes in and sidesteps most of them. So it's sort of the anti-meta Turbo Muxus. Fables are a little slow. Like even in that, so I mean, I don't know. This deck I think is weird for me because it puts you in a lot of states where like you're not actually doing all that much, but it's also hard for you to lose because you have so much raw material, but you're just not doing anything with it. It feels very inefficient on your cards. Because you end up with like a lot of cards in hand and none of them do anything except for like 2 of them. And so your opponents think that they're way more behind than they actually are. So like they end up making plays that like they think like, oh, I have to condense the game, because my opponent has like 7 cards in hand, 10 cards in hand. But actually, if they took a different approach, they could still win, if that makes sense. So maybe that's part of what's going on. It just, I don't know. 9-1 record notwithstanding, not a huge fan of this version of the deck. I don't know. I feel like people will play one archetype. Yeah. So this account, I mean, this is what I'm using. I'm using it for testing the blue decks for the most part, and then this deck I have on here because I didn't want to buy rings. I think and petals are also like expensive on Magic Online. I have everything else on my actual account, but that is my stream. I've got to get going. Thank you all for watching. Hope you subscribe on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to find somebody to raid here. You know what? I'm going to raid Jorbs because I have been watching Jorbs play Elden Ring and it's been a delight. Do not spoil anything. He's on his second playthrough, but he missed a lot of stuff on his first playthrough. Next stream will probably be be in a week, next Wednesday probably. So Jorbs playing Elden Ring. Don't spoil anything. He's got a bunch of commands, so you can check that out. But it's very enjoyable to watch. All right. see y'all next